Konnichiwa. How are you? This is Taro with Kodama Showcase. At Kodama Showcase, I like to show you a few amazing quality Japanese koi on every Tuesday from Kodama Koi Farm. I have two beautiful koi here today. Can you tell what they are? Well, by the way, of course, if you like this video, give me a lot of likes, hearts, and share this video with you. And if you have any questions, leave those questions to the message, okay? Okay, so let's talk about those koi. Yes, I'm sure you guessed them right. This is a variety called Taisho Sanke, and we call them Sanke. However, in the proper name is Taisho Sanshoku. What does that mean? Sanshoku of Taisho Sanshoku means three colors. Look at them. You can see three colors: white, red, and black. So we call them Sanshoku. Taisho is the name of the era. We have emperors in Japan. This variety were developed in the era of Taisho Emperor. So that's why we call them Taisho Sanshoku. Taisho Sanshoku is a long name, so we start calling them Taisho Sanke, and Taisho Sanke was too long, so we start calling them Sanke. So nowadays we just call them Sanke, but now you know what Sanke means. When you look at the Sanke, you have to check a few things. Number one, of course, breeders. You have to find out who is a breeder, because we buy them because they're pretty, but they're living creatures. They are pretty now, but they can be even more beautiful. So to tell the future potential, we have to know that breeder, because breeder, the bloodline, determines the future potentials. They came from Marudo Koi Farm, one of the most famous koi farm in Japan. So the bloodline is great. So number one, you got to check the breeder. Number two, when you look at them, let's check the kohaku pattern, the red and white, how the kohaku, the red pattern is located on the body. Then you have to look at the black. We call sumi black. Sumi means black in Japanese. So we also look at the locations of those black spots. Sumi pattern. Then we're going to look at how balanced those colors, those patterns are, how well the black is located on the body to support the beauty of the red and white. That's how we're going to look at them. So we check the breeder, we check the red pattern, we check the black pattern, and then we look at the quality of the skin too. Sumi, the black, is very important for this variety. So we look at the sumi over here. If you look at the black, you can see how thick the black is. This is called sashi, the leading edge. When you have a beautiful sashi, it's a good indicator of the quality of the sumi. So you have to check those things too. When you look at the sanke again, check the breeder, check the kohaku pattern, check the sumi pattern, check the overall harmony, the overall balance, and then check the quality. So when you check those things, you know how good or how bad the koi is. So now let's look at those two koi in particular. This is actually a male sanke from Marudo Koi Farm. Let's look at the size here. This koi is 22 inches. This koi was actually 19 inches last year, so it grew 3 inches already. It has a beautiful body. If you go to, later on, I'm going to add the link. By the way, those two koi are for sale, available on my website. So when you go to, I'll add the link to my, to the description, but you can go to the description. You can see the body was a little bit more yellowish because actually this koi is a male. But now you can see it got much wider, the body is. This one has a nice kohaku pattern. It's kind of 3-step pattern, but very balanced, very unique shape over here. one on the side and the other on the other side. So that kind of support each other. And the black is not really on the red. It's all on the black. You can look at the nice black stripe sumi over here. And then you can see those sumi. And then now if you look at the tail joint over here, look how perfectly it finishes here. For this variety, we also want to see the nice sumi on the shoulder. We call them katazumi, sumi on the shoulders. You can see it's already coming up over here. So hopefully this will, those sumi will come out a little bit more. But this one has such a nice pattern, a beautiful balance of this on this body. This is a male, but this is definitely a future potential. 3 years old. Now let's look at this one. I love this Sanke. By the way, Sanke is my favorite, and Marudo is definitely one of the top breeders for the Sanke varieties. She was 21 inches last year. Let's see how big is. So she's now 24.5. So she did grow like 3 inches and a half in a year. Wonderful. So this one is, again, we look at the kohaku pattern, very perfect entry on the face, nice heat that covering the shoulders, and then the he on the second half is a little bit smaller, but it's okay, it's balanced. It begins with the white, it's ending with the white. Now, it really depends on how the black plays on this body. Again, all the black is on the white, which is great. We like to see a lot, we don't want to see too much black on the red. This sumi on the back over here, it's very dynamic, it's very bold over here, and the ending is also good. The only thing is that this one does not have the katazumi, the sumi on the shoulders. So if she has the nice katazumi, she's going to be perfect. She's going to be definitely a show quality. If she can be like 30 inches, she can definitely be a good candidate for the Grand Champions. Oh, by the way, this is also a nice show quality koi. Perfect pattern already. So, you'll be kind of disappointed because this koi does not have the black. However, take a close look over here. You can see the sumi. Underneath, you can see a little gray area over here. It wasn't there last year. Now it's gradually coming up. You can see a little bit more sumi over here. So definitely the sumi is there. It's just still underneath the skin. So it will gradually come out. Once it comes out, this is going to be perfect. You got a beautiful smooth body conformation, nice head, nice smooth body, and the tail joint is nice. It's a nice combination over here. Thank you very much. I'll see you next week.